rewards and gift cards.
Closed captioning brought to you by
Hope Real Estate, always going the extra mile to get you.
Right now at 6 a.m., Rhode Island Recycled Metals, the site of 2 fires this year that caused a judge to close it down, has now been given the green light to reopen. We have reactions to that straight ahead. And a Massachusetts driver is recovering after her car crashed into a river. We have details on that as well. Stay tuned. Also, hotel workers in Providence vote to authorize a strike after going the majority of the year without a contract. We'll tell you when and where workers could strike. Coming up on your Good Morning Providence News, starting right now.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, Good Morning Providence.
Thanks so much for joining us here on ABC6 for Good Morning Providence as we start your Thursday morning. We love Thursdays around here. It means we are one day closer to the weekend. And what a bright sky over the capital city right now. You can see the sun reflecting off of some of those buildings downtown. Looking great this morning. Let's check in with ABC6 Storm Tracker meteorologist Ceci Del Carmen. She's here with a look at your first forecast. Ceci?
An absolutely gorgeous morning out there, my dear Cara and friends. Happy Thursday, everybody. We're looking forward to some quiet weather. Finally, a break from all these clouds, from these gray skies, and from the rain. But there it is. There's Debby over southeastern parts of the U.S. and the center of the storm is inland at the moment, making landfall as of 5 o'clock this morning. We're seeing the scattered showers rolling on through along southern portions of the region, and this is what we can expect throughout the afternoon. At the moment, beautiful out there. Enjoy that sunshine or that partial sunshine today. Temperature is 58 in Smithfield, 60 in the city. As we head to the 7 o'clock hour, climbing to 62, and by the evening commute, clouds increasing considerably with temperatures in the upper 60s. These max temperatures today topping out in the low 70s, keeping us approximately 10 degrees cooler than normal. I have the details and the timing of the Debby remnants locally ahead, Cara.
Ceci, thanks so much. And as Tropical Storm Debby continues to make an impact along the southeastern region and is expected to make its way up to New England, New Bedford Mayor John Mitchell will be addressing how to be prepared. He will be joined by city public safety and emergency management officials today for a media presentation on the city's plans to respond to severe weather emergencies and also what residents should do to prepare themselves. Now, that presentation will take place this morning. It's going to happen at 11 at the Port of New Bedford headquarters. 6:02 this morning, we're taking a look at Thurber's on our sky cam so that you know what to expect as you make your way out onto the roads this morning. Lots of space, lots of room, no accidents, no delays. That is all good news as you make your way out. We've got your drive times coming up here just quickly. We've got 9 minutes on the northbound 114. That is a minute faster than usual. Look, we've got some deviations happening right in front of our eyes. 9 minutes down at the bottom there on the northbound 1, maybe 2 minutes or so slower than usual between Kingstown Road and the Route 4 split. And Old Faithful, northbound 95 between Route 4 and Thurber's, holding steady there at 10 minutes. 6:03 this morning, the troubled Rhode Island Recycled Metals scrapyard in South Providence has been the site of 2 large fires in just the past few months, but now it has been cleared to reopen. ABC6 News reporter Josh Kerman breaks down how community members are reacting and what they can expect moving forward. He joins us live from the scrapyard with more. Josh?
Cara, after about a month-long closure, Rhode Island Recycled Metals here on Allens Avenue is set to reopen. That's after getting that approval from a Superior Court judge and their special master on a fire mitigation and fire prevention plan as of Thursday. Now, that Superior Court judge granting the okay to Rhode Island Recycled Metals under these new guidelines, including the installation of infrared cameras in the hopes of detecting fires before they would get out of control. A spokesperson for Rhode Island Recycled Metals telling ABC6 News in a statement that reads in part, quote, RIRM welcomes the decision of the court to accept the recommendation to accept the fire prevention and emergency response plan. That statement goes on to say RIRM hopes to reopen Friday or Monday. Now, Attorney General Peter Nerona released a statement after this decision, saying in part, quote, with the utmost respect for Judge Stern, I am disappointed that RIRM will reopen soon for the time being over this office's objection. And I'm not holding my breath for this business to suddenly change course and behave responsibly. He goes on to say this fight is not over. Coming from the city, Mayor Smiley's office responding to the developments by way of a statement that reads in part, Quote, the mayor is incredibly disappointed in today's ruling, but hopes that the Attorney General's office will continue to stay actively engaged with the other pending litigations against this facility to hold them accountable. Now, again, it is unclear exactly when the scrapyard will reopen. These lawyers for the scrapyard saying anytime between Friday, which is tomorrow, and Monday at the beginning of next week. But we will give you any updates on that as soon as we get them on air, online, and on our Now Local News app. For now, live in Providence, Josh Kerman, ABC 6 News.
Josh, thank you so much. Your current time is 6:05 on this Thursday morning. The investigation continues in Providence after a Pawtucket man was killed in a car crash. Providence police say 29-year-old Joshua Diaz crashed into a dump truck on Plainfield Street around 2 Wednesday afternoon. Officials say Diaz's sedan was driving north on Plainfield when he hit the truck that was pulling out of Union Avenue. That car, as you can see, was severely damaged. Diaz was taken to Rhode Island Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The truck driver was not injured. An accident reconstruction team is currently investigating, and at this time, police have not yet said who was at fault in that crash. However, several people who live in the area who were on scene told ABC6 that crashes are common in that area, with a few of those residents pointing to speed concerns and a lack of stop signs on Plainfield Street. 6:06 this morning, a 9-year-old boy remains hospitalized this morning after police found him unresponsive in a swimming pool. That boy was reported missing from Marbury Street in Pawtucket and was found later in a pool on nearby Oak Hill Avenue. Now, police say life-saving measures were performed on the child before he was taken to Hasbro Children's Hospital. No update right now on his condition there, and Pawtucket detectives are still investigating that case. The adult son of former Woonsocket Mayor Lisa Baldelli Hunt has been charged with allegedly stealing casino chips. Mass State Police say 35-year-old Gary Hunt was arrested after a call from the Encore Boston Harbor over in Everett. Witnesses say Hunt grabbed $13,000 worth of chips after distracting staff, and then he ran out of an emergency exit. He was found, though, not long after that in a nearby parking lot with most of those chips. The rest of them were tracked down using security footage. Hunt was arraigned Wednesday on 2 larceny charges and was released on personal recognizance. Attleboro police are on the lookout for a man they say trying to rob a convenience store on Tuesday night. Now, according to police, someone walked into the shop on Washington Street just before midnight holding a beer bottle. And when the clerk asked about that bottle, the suspect said he was going to burn down the store unless he got money. Now, that clerk refused, and the suspect dumped out the liquid and lit it on fire. The suspect took off. That fire was put out. If you know anything about this incident, Attleboro police want to hear from you. 6:07 this morning. Workers at the Omni Hotel in Providence have voted to authorize a strike. The local 26 union says 83% of workers voted in favor of a strike. The union says since January 31st, they have had an expired contract, so that strike could start at any moment. Among the demands that the Omni workers are calling for: significant wage increases, pension benefit improvements, and fewer hiring obstacles. 6:08 this morning, a woman is recovering after crashing her car into the Snake River in Taunton. Taunton Fire and Massachusetts State Police responded to the crash around 7 o'clock yesterday morning. The woman was already out of her car when they got there, but the car was still in the river. Now, she was taken to an area hospital and is expected to fully recover. The Massachusetts State Police are currently investigating. Rhode Island senators toured the demolition of a vacant Hopkinton school. The 120-year-old Ashaway School building had been vacant for 20 years. The lead and asbestos used in its construction became a health and safety concern. That demolition started back in June after artifacts from the building were preserved. Senators Reed and Whitehouse toured the demolition yesterday. They commended Hopkinton for the work, and they discussed future plans for the site. 6:09 this morning in North Providence, Senator Jack Reed will help Tri-County Community Action Agency's new Pediatric and Family Dental Center with a ribbon cutting. Senator Reed toured construction of the new dental clinic earlier this year to deliver a $1 million federal earmark he secured to support renovation of the dental center. Now, those funds will add 13 new state-of-the-art dental operatories. That ribbon cutting is happening at 11 this morning. 6:09 right now. Waterfire Providence announces a major solar implementation and renewable energy transformation project thanks to the Frankenthaler Climate Initiative. Waterfire Providence was recently awarded $100,000 of grant funding by the FCI to the Waterfire Art Center over on Valley Street in Providence for this project. This project, in its array of solar panels, will be installed on the building's roof, and initial estimates predict that this will result in the savings of over $54,000 every year. 6:10 this morning. Today, the Newport Energy and Environment Commission will be hosting their second public summer series on climate change and resilience. Today's panel will inform guests about the effects of climate change and offshore wind on fisheries and ocean ecosystems. It's going to be hosted at the Newport City Hall in the second floor City Council chambers, running from 6:30 until 8:30 p.m. And the third and final meeting will be on Thursday, August 15th. 6:10 on this Thursday morning. Still to come for you here on Good Morning Providence. This summer has seen a number of serious crashes killing pedestrians, but now residents in both Massachusetts and Rhode Island want to see safer streets. We have that story coming up. Also, a local animal rescue is welcoming some dogs that were saved from Tropical Storm Debby's path. We'll tell you when and where you can see those pups. And speaking of the storm, Ceci?
You know, we could be seeing some of those remnants locally. I'll be timing that out for you. Meanwhile, let's enjoy this beautiful weather. 60 and partly sunny already in the city. Details ahead, Cara.
It's a great day to just get outside and enjoy some sunshine. You've got plenty of it coming up over the reserve right now. It's absolutely breathtaking. A gorgeous view, and we've got more on the way for you here on Good Morning Providence on ABC 6.
I started screening for colon cancer because of my late husband, Jay. I wish he could have seen our daughter, Ellie, get married on the best day of her life. But colon cancer took him from us, like it's taken so many others. That's why I've made it my mission to talk about getting screened and ask people to share their reasons why.
I screen for my growing family. Being with them means everything to me.
I screen for my girls. They're always surprising me.
I screen for my son. I'm his biggest fan.
If you're 45 or older and at average risk, it's time to screen. Today, there are more screening options than ever before, including Cologuard.
Cologuard is non-invasive and finds 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages. It's not for those at high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Everyone has a reason to screen for colon cancer. If you're 45 or older, get started at missiontoscreen.com.
It's time for Bob's Dare to Compare. You get style. You get features. You get quality and thousands of dollars in savings. Everyone's a winner when you dare to compare. In store or at mybobs.com.
Oh, my denture is uncomfortable.
Dracula, let's fight back against discomfort with new Polygrip Power Max Hold and Comfort. It has superior hold, plus keeps us comfy all day with its pressure-absorbing layer.
Time for a bite.
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for
Polygrip.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Current eligible GMC lessees can get this low-mileage lease on this 2024 Sierra Elevation for around $389 per month. We are professional-grade GMC.
Parents, feeling the pinch of back-to-school shopping? Here's your chance to win your complete ABC6 Backpack Buster. Win a brand new pack stuffed with school supplies, a $100 gift card for new sneakers, and an AirTag so you can keep track of it all. Just share a pic on the Now Local News app of how you're celebrating the last days of summer vacation with your kids. Then watch Good Morning Providence starting August 26th to see if you win. It's the ABC6 Back-to-School Backpack Buster. Share your pic today for your chance to win. Welcome back to Good Morning Providence. It is 6:14 this morning. Want to say happy Friday Eve again to you. This time coming from Adrian out in Coventry. Check out this wonderful photo that she has sent in saying it is a beautiful start to the day. And indeed it is. We need sunshine and beautiful scenes like this. After some of the rain that we've been experiencing, it's just nice to see how glorious that weather and nature can be. Don't forget, you can share your morning sunrise sunrise videos and photos with us too. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now. Sassy, isn't that beautiful?
What a gorgeous morning. Thank you so much for sharing that video with us. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. Now the temperature is still running on the cool side. Yesterday we hit 69. Today we are forecasting 74, keeping us approximately 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. And the record of 1909 and 2022 of 99 still stands at 95 degrees. Weather headlines, this is what we can expect. So enjoy that partial sunshine throughout the day, and the Debby remnants are on the way. They will be approaching the region as we head into the overnight hours, and the weekend is looking mighty fine. So it is drier. That is what we're seeing as we head into Saturday. So this is the latest information from the National Hurricane Center. The wind is sustained at 50 miles per hour, tropical storm Debby, and also gusting up to 65 miles per hour. And the track remaining well west of our region, and that is what's sparing us. So we'll be receiving some showers, some rain from this, but not as intense as we were thinking before. This is what we can see as at the moment, some clouds right now. Throughout the day today, we could be seeing some scattered showers pushing through, and the sunset once again at 7:54 this evening. And very beautiful day for us. A little bit of a break, much welcome break before the gray skies roll back in as we head into the overnight hours into tomorrow. So tomorrow we could be seeing some peaks of sunshine before the bulk of the rain pushes through the area. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. As we head into the 7 o'clock hour, we'll be seeing that over New York State. Notice where you see those bright colors, those reds, that's what we could be seeing, the torrential downpours, and those will be pushing into the area overnight Friday into Saturday. So this is when we could see the most unsettled portion of these remnants, and then by Saturday, much of the day promising to be absolutely gorgeous out there. Providence right now 60 with some sunshine. It is so lovely at the moment. Those temperatures on the cool side, and these will be running a few degrees below normal. So mid 70s is the high for this afternoon, or 74. And as we head into tomorrow, warmer air will filter into the region, and then by Saturday already in the mid 80s. And notice if you're planning to do any weekend travel, lovely for much of the region. And this is our weekend, and then days after that, first part of next week, looking beautiful. Kara?
Sassy, thanks so much. 6:17 is your current time. Let's see what's happening on those roads at the 146 right now. Things are looking good. We've got an ample distribution of commuters making their way to their morning destinations. Whichever way you're headed, you want to make sure you get there safely. So hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, and we've got our eye on the drive times and travel times as well. 29 minutes if you're heading southbound on the 95 between the S-curves and Providence Place. 7 minutes back down to our standard time on the southbound 146. That's good news as you make your way between 295 and 95. Also, Boston's Sumner Tunnel reopened this week after a month-long closure, but this weekend the tunnel is going to be reclosed to traffic. So the Massachusetts Department of Transportation says that closure will allow for a little bit more restoration work to continue. MassDOT will close the tunnel at 11 p.m. tomorrow night. It will reopen again on Monday at 5 in the morning. Residents in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts are calling for safer roads following a number of serious crashes this summer. Since May, there have been at least 8 deadly crashes across southern New England. ABC6's Alyssa Azara looks a little bit deeper into those statistics.
A crash in Newport Monday night killed a 52-year-old resident while he was walking in a crosswalk on Broadway. And in Fairhaven, Ryan Almeida is accused of leaving the scene after hitting 29-year-old Alexis Alvarez, who was on a moped on Main Street Saturday night. Alvarez died at the hospital.
Everyone's just saddened and shocked. We hate to see a loss of life in any way, and this one was particularly tragic. And our prayers and our hearts go out to the family of the victim.
Since May 29th, we've covered 14 crashes involving a pedestrian, bicyclist, or scooter in our viewing area. 8 have been deadly, 5 in Rhode Island and 3 in Massachusetts, and 5 of the 14 have been hit and runs.
You have a responsibility as a driver, and you have a responsibility as a human being to render aid when you've hit someone with your car.
Dylan Giles with the Providence Streets Coalition says we need more safe places for people to walk and bike across Rhode Island.
Ultimately, we want to make it so that it's not possible to hit someone with your car, or it's a lot more difficult. Because nobody leaves the house wanting to hit someone and kill them with their car.
And Will Gardner with Fairhaven Livable Streets Committee is working to make his town safer by learning from recent incidents.
There are small things that we can try tomorrow that could make a major difference in the safety of that road.
For example, in the case of the deadly crash on Main Street in Fairhaven near the Route 95 overpass, Gardner says the area is caught in a dangerous in-between.
It's not a highway. There's houses alongside of it. There are people walking, crossing the street. There are businesses there. There's lots of people entering and leaving the road. And at the same time, it's a wide road. It's designed for speed, so you have people going at pretty high speeds. And I think it's that combination of kind of the regular life of a neighborhood colliding with really highway road design, where you often see things like this happen.
Of the 5 hit and runs, 2 are still unsolved. On July 1st, 25-year-old Aliana Cicciarelli was hit and killed on Pleasant View Avenue in Smithfield when a tractor-trailer truck hit her after she fell off her bicycle. Police are still investigating. And in Coventry, an anonymous donor is offering a $1,000 reward as police search for the driver of a minivan that hit and seriously injured paramedic Miranda Hennessy. Hennessy is now recovering. Reporting for ABC 6 News, I'm Alyssa Azara.
Alyssa, thank you for that report. 6:21 this Thursday morning. Women and Infants Hospital in Providence has announced a matching challenge. So the hospital says, thanks to the generosity of an anonymous donor, all donations to the hospital will be matched dollar for dollar up to $500,000. Women and Infants says they will use the donations to construct a new and improved labor and delivery center. The hospital has already raised $33 million of their $35 million goal. 6:21 this morning, MSPCA Angel Northeast Animal Shelter in Salem, Mass. is welcoming 2 dozen dogs from South Carolina. Now, this rescue comes after dogs are moving to free space and shelters in the South ahead of Tropical Storm Debby. The dogs will be on a 48-hour quarantine that's mandated by the state of Massachusetts for out-of-state transports, and then they'll be checked by their vet team, and pending positive results, they'll be ready for adoption. 6:22 is your current time on this Thursday morning. Still on the way for you here on Good Morning Providence. Team America is in the middle of a gold rush in Paris, medaling in wrestling, basketball, and biking. We have a recap of the Olympic Games, dramatic finishes and all when we come back. Plus, fans of Ted Lasso's Brett Goldstein, we have a date change to tell you about. We'll explain after the break.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too. I am in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
What does it mean to be a neighbor?
It means being here for one another.
Someone to talk to, a shoulder to lean on.
For 30 years, we've been ensuring that everyone in Rhode Island has access to high-quality, affordable health care.
Advocating for one another.
Treating each other with dignity and respect.
What does it mean to be a neighbor?
Making healthcare easy for you and your family for 30 years. Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Sign and Drive is here. Current eligible Buick or GMC lessees get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2024 Encore GX Preferred for around $327 per month with 0 due at signing.
If something doesn't feel right to you, call Attorney O'Du, a new face to the law. You've got questions, he's got answers. Injured? Don't let it linger. Bad employer? Contact your lawyer. Every case our firm handles starts with a free consultation, so call today.
110 Grill.
the perfect spot for lunch, or a night out in Providence. Located downtown, 110 Grill offers delicious signature drinks, awesome apps, giant sandwiches, and specialty entrees in a modern, relaxed atmosphere. Our kitchen is certified allergy-friendly, and our entire menu can be made gluten-free. Go to 110grill.com to plan your visit or sign up for the loyalty program for special rewards.
Here's your chance to let the world know your vibe. It's the ABC6 Wright's Dairy Farm Viewer Spotlight page. A question a day where you can vote your vibe to the top. Like, where is Rhode Island's best beach? Who makes the tastiest New England clam chowder? It's a fun and easy way to let the world know just how you feel. Go to the ABC6 Viewer Spotlight page and vote your vibe.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us here on ABC6. Welcome back to Good Morning Providence on this Thursday morning. Team USA is now leading in the gold medal count with 27 medals. China in a close second at 25. Australia in third with 18 gold medals, and a big win for the track for Team USA. ABC's Melissa Don has a look at the games.
The Summer Olympic Games breaking records. Team USA's Quincy Hall with a dramatic finish, taking home the gold with his impressive 400-meter race, becoming the first American since 2008 to claim that victory.
The race was anyone's at that point. I just wanted to keep doing what my coach told me to do. Just keep driving, keep driving.
Ethiopia's star runner leaving on a stretcher after a hard fall during the steeplechase final. USA's Kenneth Rooks winning silver. USA's women's cycling acing the team pursuit cycling event. Kristen Faulkner taking home her second gold after only joining the sport less than a decade ago.
To have 2 golds is a dream come true. It's more than I expected, and I think it gives me hope and confidence for the future as well.
Over at the mat, Sarah Hildenbrandt dominating, bringing home the gold for women's wrestling freestyle. And 20-year-old Hampton Morris becoming the first American man in 40 years to medal in weightlifting, taking home the bronze. Women's USA basketball cruising past Nigeria and set to face Australia in the semifinals on Friday. Melissa Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Thanks, Melissa. 6:26 this morning. PPAC is getting the word out about a schedule change for an upcoming stand-up comedy show. Brett Goldstein's The Second Best Night of Your Life shows at PPAC that were originally scheduled for August 10th and 11th have been postponed until August 23rd, with one performance at 7, the other at 10. So if you have tickets from the box office, they will be honored at the door. If you bought tickets through a third party, you are asked to check with that service about the status of your tickets. Still to come for you here on Good Morning Providence this morning, Waterfire Providence announces a new project after receiving a $100,000 grant. We'll tell you where that money is headed next. And a wonderful scenic start to Friday Junior. Rhonda out in Tiverton sent us in this sunrise. You can share your morning sunrise videos and photos with us too. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen right now and start sending them in. You're watching Good Morning Providence on ABC6. The preserve has looked glorious all morning and it's not stopping now. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We make junk disappear by giving it a new purpose. We donate the donatables and recycle the recyclables. And any organic materials are taken for composting. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Looking for affordable, dependable quality scooters? Welcome to the Scooter Palace. Our large selection of major brand scooters promises fun and reliability without breaking the bank. Glide through traffic, cruise the coastline, or zip around town with ease. Our timely service department has knowledgeable technicians, and we also offer pickup and delivery service. Why wait? Visit the Scooter Palace today and discover the joy of riding the perfect scooter at an unbeatable price. The Scooter Palace, your ticket to freedom on 2 wheels.
Route 6 Auto Mall Kia in Swansea is having their biggest midsummer sale ever with 0% financing for 60 months and only $1 down.
Lease a brand new 2024 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive for only $259 per month for 36 months.
Route 6 Kia has a large selection of new Kias and always gives you a lifetime warranty at no charge with good credit, a job, and $1 down. You can drive away in a new Kia today.
It's summer. Time to take your collar off and wag your tail.
This is the life. I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Ace.
And I love you, Grandpa.
I love you too, Ace.
Hello, Ace. This is Troy. No matter what, when you call Ace, we answer the phone.
Somerset Liquors, quality spirits priced right. For the largest selection of beer and wine, and all types of liquor coming anytime. Our staff is helpful and our prices are great, so stop in and let us help you celebrate. Somerset Liquors, quality spirits priced right.
We make junk disappear by giving it a new purpose. We donate the donatables and recycle the recyclables. And any organic materials are taken for composting. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, Good Morning Providence.
Welcome back to Good Morning Providence. Today is Thursday. We like to call it Friday Junior around here. Can't you just feel the weekend getting closer and closer by the day? I'm Cara Bailey, and hey, good morning to Mary out there in Narragansett. She sent in this wonderful sunrise photo. Oh my goodness, it's split right down the middle. You can see the sunrise and the beams of the orange raising up on the left side, still waiting to wake up on the right side, but it was only 63 degrees when she took it. That sunrise made it worth braving the cold temps, she says. You can share your morning sunrise videos and photos with us as well. All you have to do is scan that QR code on your screen to get started. Right now, let's check in with ABC6 Storm Tracker meteorologist Ceci Del Carmen. She's here with a look at your first forecast. Ceci?
Cara, thank you. What a lovely shot. Absolutely beautiful morning out there, and I hope you get to enjoy it. 60 is the temperature at the moment, with some sunshine out there. Temperatures ranging from the upper 50s to the low 60s across the board. There is Tropical Storm Debby swirling and making landfall once again this morning. Those bands extending well into North Carolina. That is where the bulk of the rain is falling at the moment. This is what we can expect as we head into the overnight hours into tomorrow. Tomorrow, first part of the day seems okay. We could even see some peaks of sunshine, and then the most unsettled weather will be pushing through overnight tomorrow into Saturday. Now it looks like it will be exiting the region early on Saturday morning to give way to beautiful sunshine and warmer air in place. In the meantime, your morning commute looks fine with some sun. Clouds increase by the evening. Temperatures in the upper 60s. The max temperature today forecasting mid-70s, keeping us approximately 10 degrees below normal. I have the rest of that hour-by-hour forecast for you ahead. Cara?
Thank you, Ceci. Also, as Tropical Storm Debby continues to make an impact along the southeastern region and is expected to make its way up to New England, New Bedford Mayor John Mitchell will be addressing how to be prepared. He will be joined by city public safety and emergency management officials today for a media presentation on the city's plan to respond to severe weather emergencies. Also, what residents should do to prepare themselves. That presentation will take place this morning at 11 at the Port of New Bedford headquarters. We are helping you here at ABC6 as you make your way out onto the roadways. Look at all this space on the 610 connector. That is great news for people making their way out, coming towards that fork in the road. As you do, make sure you're being kind to your fellow drivers. It's really nice to just let somebody over every now and again. That will get you started with one good deed for the day, and then you can keep it rolling as you make your way to work. Let's take a look at those drive times. 11 minutes. All right, we're starting to see a slowdown here on the northbound 114 between White Church and I-195. That is usually at 10 minutes. It's a minute slower right now. We're also seeing a slowdown on the northbound 1, usually at 7 minutes. Right now it's at 8. So we're starting to see more people getting out and about. Notably, the northbound 95 is holding steady at 10 minutes between Route 4 and Thurbers Avenue. Buckle up, drive safely, everyone. 6:33 is your current time. The troubled Rhode Island recycled metal scrapyard in South Providence has been the site of 2 large fires in the past few months. We have covered them both here on ABC6. You can find that on our website, abc6.com. This has been closed for the past month or so, but now it's been cleared to reopen. For more on that, we have ABC6 News reporter Josh Kerman breaking down how community members are reacting and also what they can expect moving forward. He's joining us live from that scrapyard with more. Josh?
Cara, after around the month-long closure, Rhode Island Recycled Metals here on Allens Avenue is set to reopen. That comes after a Superior Court judge and their special master granted approval on a fire prevention and fire mitigation plan on Wednesday. Now, the Superior Court judge, granting Rhode Island Recycled Metals the okay to open under new guidelines, including the installation of infrared cameras, hoping to detect fires before they get out of control. A spokesperson for Rhode Island Recycled Metals telling ABC6 News in a statement that reads in part, quote, RIRM welcomes the decision of the court to accept the recommendation to accept the fire prevention and emergency response plan. The statement going on to say RIRM hopes to reopen Friday or Monday. Now, Attorney General Peter Nerono releasing a statement just after the decision, saying in part, with the utmost respect for Judge Stern, I am disappointed that RIRM will reopen soon for the time being over this office's objection, and I'm not holding my breath for this business to suddenly change course and behave responsibly. The letter goes on to say that this fight is not over. Coming from the city, Mayor Smiley's office responding to the development by way of a statement as well, reading in part, the mayor is incredibly disappointed in today's ruling, but hopes that the Attorney General's office will continue to stay actively engaged with the other pending litigations against this facility to hold them accountable. Again, there is no exact timeline for Rhode Island Recycled Metals to reopen. They're saying as soon as tomorrow, but it could lead into next week with an opening on Monday. We'll bring you any updates as soon as we get them on air, online, and on our Now Local News app. For now, in Providence, Josh Kerman, ABC6 News.
Josh, thank you so much. Your current time is 6:35. The investigation continues in Providence after a Pawtucket man was killed in a car crash. Providence police say 29-year-old Joshua Diaz crashed into a dump truck on Plainfield Street around 2 Wednesday afternoon. Officials say Diaz's sedan was driving north on Plainfield when he hit the truck that was pulling out of Union Avenue. The car was severely damaged. You can see that on your screen right now. Diaz was taken to Rhode Island Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The truck driver was not injured. An accident reconstruction team is investigating, and at this time, police have not said yet who was at fault in that crash. However, several people who live in the area who were on scene when our ABC6 News crews were there says crashes are common there, and a few of those residents pointed to speed concerns and a lack of stop signs on Plainfield Street. 6:36 this morning, a 9-year-old boy remains hospitalized this morning after police found him unresponsive in a swimming pool. The boy was reported missing from Marbury Street in Pawtucket and was later found in a pool on nearby Oak Hill Avenue. Police say life-saving measures were performed on the child before he was taken to Hasbro Children's Hospital. No update right now on his condition just yet, but Pawtucket detectives are still investigating that case. And the adult son of former Woonsocket Mayor Lisa Baldelli Hunt has now been charged with allegedly stealing casino chips. Mass State Police say 35-year-old Gary Hunt was arrested after a call from the Encore Boston Harbor in Everett. Witnesses say Hunt grabbed $13,000 worth of chips after distracting staff and then ran out of an emergency exit. He was found not long after in a nearby parking lot with most of those chips. The rest of them were tracked down using security footage. Now, Hunt was arraigned Wednesday on 2 larceny charges and was released on personal recognizance. 6:37 this morning, Attleboro police are on the lookout for a man they say tried to rob a convenience store Tuesday night. According to police, someone walked into the shop on Washington Street just before midnight holding a beer bottle. When the clerk asked about that bottle, the suspect said he was going to burn down that store unless he got money. The clerk, however, refused, and the suspect dumped out the liquid and lit it on fire. The suspect took off and that fire was put out. But if you know anything about this incident, Attleboro police want to hear from you. 6:37 this morning, workers at the Omni Hotel in Providence have voted to authorize a strike. The local 26 union says 83% of workers voted in favor of a strike. Now, the union says since January 31st, they have had an expired contract, so that strike could happen at any time. Among the demands from the Omni workers are calls for significant wage increases, pension benefit improvements, and fewer hiring obstacles. 6:38 this morning, a woman is recovering after crashing her car into the Snake River in Taunton. Taunton Fire and Massachusetts State Police responded to that crash around 7 yesterday morning. The woman was already out of her car when they arrived, but the car, well, that was still in the river. She was taken to the area hospital and is expected to fully recover, and the Massachusetts State Police are still investigating that crash. Now in North Providence this morning, Senator Jack Reed will help Tri-County Community Action Agency's new Pediatric and Family Valley Dental Center with a ribbon cutting. Senator Reed toured construction of this new dental clinic earlier this year to deliver a $1 million federal earmark he secured to support renovation of the dental center. The funds will add 13 new state-of-the-art dental operatories. That ribbon cutting will be this morning at 11. 6:39. WaterFire Providence announces a major solar implementation and renewable energy transformation project thanks to the Frankenthaler Climate Initiative. WaterFire Providence was recently awarded $100,000 of funding from grants by the FCI to the WaterFire Arts Center on Valley Street in Providence for this project. Now, in this project, an array of solar panels will be installed on the building's roof, and initial estimates predict that this will result in a savings of over $54,000 every year. Today, the Newport Energy and Environment Commission will be hosting their second public summer series on climate change and resilience. Today's panel will inform guests about the effects of climate change and offshore wind on fisheries and ocean ecosystems. It's going to be hosted at the Newport City Hall in the second floor City Council chambers. It's running from 6:30 until 8:30 tonight, and the third and final meeting will be on Thursday, August 15th. Now, at 6:40 this morning, today marks a dark political anniversary. 50 years ago, President Richard Nixon announced he would resign in the middle of his second term. Though this came as a result of the Watergate scandal when thieves broke into the offices of the Democratic National Committee. Secret tapes made by Nixon proved he tried to thwart the FBI's investigation into that crime. After resigning, Nixon flashed his signature V hand gesture before boarding Marine One in what has now become an iconic image, and he made the announcement in a televised address.
Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
Nearly a month after assuming office, President Gerald Ford granted Nixon a full pardon. Nixon died back in 1994. And with this bit of history in mind, it is time for our question of the day. Richard Nixon resigned the presidency on this day in 1974. So what comes to mind when he's mentioned? Is it Watergate? Many people consider that pretty much his legacy. The Vietnam War, both the escalation and the end of it, or his loss to John F. Kennedy in 1960. You can scan that QR code on your screen right now, or you can head directly to abc6.com/spotlight to cast your vote. 6:41 this morning, still to come for you here on Good Morning Providence. Today also marks 1 year since wildfires started devastating the Hawaiian island of Maui. We will tell you how Hawaii Governor Josh Green plans to honor them. Plus, the presidential campaign continues with Senator J.D. Vance questioning Governor Tim Walz's military service and Vice President Kamala Harris speaking to pro-Palestinian protesters. We have that and much more when we come back. Ceci?
And today we're enjoying beautiful weather. Cara and friends are looking forward to these temperatures topping out in the 70s and also tracking the remnants of Debby. All of that and more ahead. Cara.
You're watching Good Morning Providence here on ABC6. Here's what it's looking like downtown. A quiet, calm, and cool start to your Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
Your total access Hollywood.
Weeknights at 7 on ABC6.
Back again, huh? You must love losing.
You're buying the next one.
You gotta win one first.
Okay.
Get 2 of your McDonald's favorites like the McDouble or McChicken for $3.99 or mix and match. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This ship is heaven. Doctor, it's your job to keep everybody alive. Clear. Come on.
I could tell you got beat energy. If it's gorgeous you want, stunning, beautiful, look for the grit. Because it's the pros who are out there, pulling together dozens of projects a year, thousands in a lifetime. They're not cookie cutter and never the same. Pros know what looks amazing, and they know where remarkable is always in stock. At Floor & Decor.
Replacement by Pella is the right choice. We back our products and installation, unlike other window companies.
Pella has the highest quality windows that are tested to protect against extreme weather so they can handle my family and help keep my home quiet.
Yes, and they're backed by some of the best product and installation warranties.
Pella is the only thing in this house I don't have to worry about.
Save on replacement windows by Pella now. But hurry, our sale ends soon.
At Green Mountain Tableworks, craftsmanship meets nature in every piece we create. Our signature river tables blend live edge wood with vibrant resin rivers, capturing the beauty of flowing water or your favorite color. Each table is handcrafted with precision, using the finest materials to ensure unmatched quality and durability. Elevate your dining room, man cave, or entertainment space with a unique masterpiece from Green Mountain Tableworks. Your guests will be amazed by the one-of-a-kind creations crafted here in New England. Don't miss out on your masterpiece. Stop by Green Mountain Tableworks or visit us online today and see for yourself.
Any slow zipper knows you'll enjoy your drink from McDonald's longer than anyone else.
Savor every sip of your favorite any size soft drink for just $1.29. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to Good Morning Providence. So glad that you are joining us and so glad that we have made it to Thursday, one day closer to Friday and one day closer to the weekend, which is looking better based on some predictions from our weather team. Let's check in with Ceci.
Absolutely. Our forecast day is panning out to be so much better, as you very well put it. Partial sunshine for this morning. Now, the Debby remnants, they will be making a presence across our region. I'll show you that hour by hour in just a second. The weekend looking much better, absolutely. This is where it's at. It's approximately, it made landfall this morning and just southeast or northeast of Charleston, South Carolina. It is sustained winds of 50 miles per hour, gusting up to 65 and moving quite slowly northwest at 5 miles per hour. This is what we can expect, and this morning cannot rule out the development of some tornadoes over northeastern portions of North Carolina. Now, it will be weakening, but the track well west of our area, that is what's keeping us from receiving or getting dumped all of that rain from these remnants. It is forecast to move north and expected to bring the bulk of the unsettled weather locally as we head into tomorrow night and first part of Saturday or early on Saturday. Now, at the moment, we'll be dealing with gray skies. Those clouds will be increasing, scattered showers, and also quite unsettled weather expected to move into the region. Now, as we head into tomorrow, 7 o'clock, the bulk of this unsettled weather over New York State moving east. And by around 1 o'clock in the morning, it will definitely be dumping all of that rain over central portions of Connecticut, eventually moving into our state. And as early on as Saturday morning, exiting the region to give way to a beautiful Saturday with plenty of sunshine and these temperatures back to seasonable in the mid to low 80s. 60 is that temperature at the moment across the area, with some partial sunshine and those temperatures in the upper 50s, around 60. So this is what today will be panning out to be. We'll go from a little bit of sun to those clouds increasing and these temperatures in the low 70s. The highs for today still running a few degrees or around 10 degrees below average. And then by tomorrow, rebounding nicely back to seasonable if that's what you prefer. But you know what? No complaints in the weather world for today, at least. Any weekend travel plans? This is what we can expect across the Northeast. And this is your extended forecast, looking absolutely gorgeous for the weekend through the first half of next week. Kara?
Looks great. Thanks so much, Ceci. 6:47 this morning. We're taking a look at the roads right now. 95 at Branch coming up on your screen right now, and it's looking better right now than it has for the better part of the morning. Just don't follow too closely behind folks, especially if you're in that fast lane. That can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those. As we start the morning, let's space it out just a little bit if we can. Not too crowded right now. Let's take a look at those drive times, see how things are faring. 29 minutes on the southbound 95 between the S-curves and Providence Place. If you're headed out on the southbound 146, it might be a minute slower, 8 minutes instead of 7 there between 295 and 95. 6:48 is your current time. The race for the White House in full swing as both campaigns are battling for votes in the Midwest. Vice President Kamala Harris and Senator J.D. Vance even at the airport at the same time. Now this comes as Vance is now questioning the military record of Harris's running mate, Governor Tim Walz. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with more.
This morning, a swing state blitz in the Midwest. Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz in Michigan with their largest rally of the race so far.
Do we believe in the promise
President Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, who served in the Marine Corps, now questioning Walz's military record after he said this about gun restrictions.
And we can make sure that those weapons of war that I carried in war is the only place where those weapons are at.
Walz served in the Army National Guard for 24 years and acknowledges he did not see active combat.
I think the evidence at this point is overwhelming that he lied about serving in a combat zone.
Walz retired from the National Guard in 2005, 2 months before his unit was deployed to Iraq. He then ran for Congress, where he was a vocal critic of the Bush administration's war policies. The Harris campaign saying Governor Walz would never insult or undermine any American service to this country. During the primary in Michigan, President Biden faced a wave of uncommitted votes for his response to the war in Gaza. Leaders of that movement tell ABC News they briefly spoke with Harris yesterday, saying they want her to consider a weapons embargo on Israel. The Harris campaign says the vice president has prioritized engaging with Arab, Muslim, and Palestinian community members about the war in Gaza, adding she will always work to ensure Israel is able to defend itself. Harris facing pro-Palestinian protesters at her rally in Michigan.
You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Former President Trump says a new debate with Harris will be announced soon, but he did not say more than that. It comes after Trump backed out of a debate in September on ABC. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Thank you, Perry. It is 6:50 right now, and today also marks 1 year since wildfires started devastating the Hawaiian island of Maui. Now, this is the deadliest such disaster in modern U.S. history, killing more than 100 people. Hawaii Governor Josh Green says to honor them, he has ordered flags to fly at half-staff. Officials say the flames left more than 3,000 families homeless. A year later, they say many still don't have permanent housing. The historic community of Lahaina remains devastated after it was largely wiped out. A string of Taylor Swift concerts that were supposed to start tonight in Vienna, Austria, have been canceled after officials say they thwarted a possible terrorist attack. A statement from Austrian concert promoter Barracuda Music says they had no choice but to cancel 3 scheduled Eras Tour shows in Vienna after confirmation from government officials of a planned terrorist attack at Ernst Happel Stadium. Officials say 2 suspects who had radicalized themselves on the internet were arrested Wednesday morning, and the threat has been minimized, but an abstract threat still remains. The 2 men had allegedly pledged their allegiance to ISIS. 6:51 this morning. Before we go, get this. Today, August 8th, is International Cat Day. Our feline friends, as well as pets in general, have been shown to lower stress in people and provide a sense of comfort. From the first historical human record of cats in ancient Egyptian culture to now, cats have entrenched themselves in modern society. There's an estimated global population of 600 million cats. In the U.S., more than 46 million households own a cat, according to the American Pet Products Association. So how will your cat celebrate its International Day? It's likely going to be a nap involved, but hey, you can show us now by scanning the QR. Well, we don't have the QR code up right now, but you can download the Now Local News app wherever you get your app. Stay with us. We'll be back with a look at your news on the go, and Tessie will be back with another look at your forecast right here on Good Morning Providence on ABC 6.
Download the Now Local News app today and upload your pics and videos. You could see your very own story on the air and earn points towards rewards and gift cards.
Watch ABC 6 News first at 4th immediately after Hot Bench.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Banson. Thank you for putting your trust in the ABC 6 Storm Trackers.
If something doesn't feel right to you, call Attorney O'Due, a new face to the law. You've got questions, he's got answers. Injured? Don't let it linger. Bad employer? Contact your lawyer. Every case our firm handles starts with a free consultation, so call today.
We make junk disappear by giving it a new purpose. We donate the donatables and recycle the recyclables. And any organic materials are taken for composting. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Steve, we need to celebrate the couch potato in all of us.
Join us and be a couch potato too.
Wow, I'm a couch potato.
Only at Modern Furniture in Fall River.
What I look for in a contractor is someone who's reliable and skillful.
That's where Angie comes in. With top-rated certified pros in over 500 categories, Angie can connect you with the right pro for any home project. Find top-rated certified pros in your area at Angie.com.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Why don't you guys like me, huh? Because you're a lousy doctor and a rotten person. Aside from that, well, there's your pimples.
Hi, I'm John DeLuca from ABC6 News in Providence. Now, MeTV, America's #1 national classic television network, is available in southern New England. And MeTV is a destination for everyone.
What do you call this?
Zucchini.
Looks like a cooked pickle.
Enjoy all of your old favorites like MASH,
You can't talk to me like that.
Adam 12,
I'll remember that.
Bugs Bunny and Friends,
How do
The Tom and Jerry Show, and many, many more. I grew up watching many of these shows and highly recommend them for a TV viewing experience for the whole family. For the full list of what's on tonight, go to metv.com/shows. And all you need to do to start receiving MeTV for free is rescan your HD TV antenna to capture digital channel 6.5. That's it. Now you have a new destination for memorable entertainment television. Add MeTV to your channel lineup today.
Welcome back. We are 6 minutes ahead of the 7 a.m. hour. Right now it's time for your news on the go. All of your headlines, weather, and traffic are right here for you on ABC6. We're starting with the Rhode Island Recycled Metals Scrapyard in Providence. It has now been cleared to reopen after being closed from 2 fires. That scrapyard received approval from a Superior Court judge and their special master on a fire prevention and mitigation plan on Wednesday. Their reopening does require new guidelines, including the installation of infrared cameras in the hopes of detecting fires before they get out of control. They are expected to open by Monday at the latest. Workers at the Omni Hotel in Providence have voted to authorize a strike. The Local 26 union says 83% of workers voted in favor of a strike. The union says since January 31st, they have had an expired contract, so that strike could start at any time. Among the demands that the Omni workers are calling for include significant wage increases, pension benefits improvements, and fewer hiring obstacles. In North Providence, Senator Jack Reed will help Tri-County Community Action Agency's new Pediatric and Family Dental Center with a ribbon cutting today. Senator Reed toured construction of the new dental clinic earlier this year to deliver a $1 million federal earmark to support renovation of the dental center. The funds will add 13 new state-of-the-art dental operatories. That ribbon cutting will take place this morning at 11. All right, let's get one last look at your forecast. Here's Ceci.
Cara, thank you. Yeah, so we are enjoying beautiful weather out there, and also these temperatures are still running on the cool side. 61 is that temperature at the moment. Current temperatures across the board in the upper 50s, low 60s. And there it is over the Carolinas. That is Tropical Storm Debby dumping all of that water, and the potential for some tornadoes this morning over North Carolina not ruled out. We'll be seeing those scattered showers pushing through, but the bulk of this unsettled weather expected tomorrow night, exiting as early as Saturday morning. Cara.
Thanks so much, Ceci. Don't forget, we do have some information about some cats and dogs that will be available coming up from some of the storm that was happening down there in the southeast. We'll have information for you about that on the website. Here's another look at 95 at Branch. Slow going, not too much going on though. No accidents, no delays. That's good news for you as you make your way out. We're taking one last peek at our heat map before we let you go. Yellows on your screen, but no reds. No accidents, no delays to report for you. Things are looking good in southern New England as you start your morning commute this Thursday. Hey, that's all that we have for you right now. Here's another look outside over downtown. Stay with us here. We've got Good Morning America coming up next.
Closed captioning brought to you by
Hope Real Estate. Always going the extra mile to get you home.
For what's happening right here in Providence right now in southern New England.
For your city, your stories, all in one place. Switch to ABC6.
Getting you to the heart of every headline. Helping you plan ahead with the most accurate and dependable local forecast.
Join the growing number switching to southern New England's most trusted news source. Switch to ABC6.
This is the GMC Sierra. Powered by the TurboMax engine. With the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Current eligible GMC lessees can get this low-mileage lease on this 2024 Sierra Elevation for around $389 per month. We are professional grade. GMC.
Oh, my denture's uncomfortable.
Dracula, let's fight back against discomfort with new Polygrip Power Max Hold and Comfort. It has superior hold, plus keeps us comfy all day with its pressure-absorbing layer.
Time for a bite.
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for
Polygrip.
Hawaii is not only spectacular, it's home to generations of Hawaiians. And home is where love is. The fires that raged in Maui changed lives forever, but the spirit of the Hawaiian people burned stronger than those fires. Maui Rising, Friday night on ABC.
Stay tuned for Good Morning America, starting in 60 seconds, with the nation's top headlines and news from around the world, live from Times Square in New York.
I remember my mother-in-law screaming and saying, "You need to jump." The window was about 15 to 20 feet above the driveway. Rachel had to go head first, and I actually was trapped up there because the flames started coming up over the window. It was burning quick and it was burning hot. I did think I was gonna die. I was just praying to God, "God, please be with my wife," and I just repeated it over and over and over.
On the 700 Club, Thursday at 9 a.m.
My name's Morgan Guillory. I am a cleaning lady, a single mom with 3 kids, and an IQ north of 160. So helping the cops solve a murder is literally the easiest part of my day.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss. Ta-da! This is my first interrogation. When did we get to hit him with the phone book? You want me to go in there and flip the table?